Tonight on EA Sports, Super Bowl 56. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
After all the hype, it's finally time for football as we're underway in Super Bowl 56. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now it's Wilson. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing it.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Stephon Tuitt providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Here's the Panthers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Now a hit and a loose football, and it's picked up by the Panthers.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field, and now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
Round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman, and he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
He's across midfield.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5.
Mike's 42! Mike's 42! Check.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster and brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
I got you. Kill. 79 Bronco.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. Brian Burns able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and now it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Cowboy 80. Check. So Mike 42, Mike 42. I'm coming.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Complete.
They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
It's 4th down.
Maybe the team, maybe the camp, maybe the crew. You need to win, who need to win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine. Never could doubt mine. They running the route.
And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here.
60 Maverick. 2, Mike's 4-2.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now here's Snell, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
He may try and run for this, and not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Forced out to his, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. I'm pretty sure that was a passing play, but he took off pretty quickly and ran with it.
Love his decisiveness on it because you're exactly right. He was supposed to go back in the pocket and survey the field and throw the football, but when that hole opened, he just said, forget it, let's go. And boy, did that work out well.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Front it.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score, Steelers 7, Panthers nothing.
2nd and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line.
I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
We're going 25's the mic. Switch out, switch out. Foot left. We're going 25's the mic.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson, 61 yards. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Nick Folk for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
That ties the game at 7.
It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pull out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bench.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. He'll drop to throw. Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Here we go. 42's the mark. 7 Pirates. Go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
19 tight. Strong left. Here it comes. Mike 40.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to launch it for Washington. And this is caught inside the 5. That's good for 28 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the
and goal
blitz,
at the 4-yard
made the
line.
appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know they're going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments
Kevin
down
Coleman,
pat
the ball
and kept them
carrier.
away from him,
The
and he's able to
tackle
step
by
up in the pocket and fire
Igor
one now
Gross-Matos.
for a really good
A
strike.
loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the Panthers' 6-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. That's out to the left flat and complete. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And I don't think he got there.
The quarterback
No,
on
they
the
stop him
sneak.
right where it all started.
Brought down just
Only a
shy of
few
the goal
inches
line.
needed on the sneak.
No
He
gain on
didn't
the
get
play.
it, and now it's 4th
Brings up
down.
4th and goal.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Tevin Coleman taking it in. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
This is what I love about calling these games. 4th and goal. This is all about leverage, who wants it more, and who's going to get it done at the point of attack, the line of scrimmage.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Wilson winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
42, Mike 42. Hey, G, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. They gonna need some therapy after this.
He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Schuster.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted.
Incomplete.
Instead, 2nd down.
For Juju Smith-Schuster.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down, 3 down.
escaping the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Third down. Third and long.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down.
Go. 42's the mic, boys. 42. 42's the mic. Check pass, check pass. Watch the safety creep.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going deep to the end zone for Juju. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes.
Trey Waynes. The third down pass. Intercepted. The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know more shot before the clock runs out.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So these two teams will head to the locker room as we hit halftime at Super Bowl 56. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, appreciate the game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. These two teams sat through a wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Now this will make it into the end zone. And beyond. Yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
No hablamos tanto, los Murakami costaron tanto. Me compré otro 10 que vuela más alto. Y cuando me bajo es directo para el Phantom. Yeah.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a second down.
Out of bounds at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
42's the mic. Check. 42's the mic.
Looking deep here for Ebron. And his throw here's incomplete. Trey Waynes, the Michigan State man, right there in coverage.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
60 Bison. 18 Pioneer. Drop deep. Mike's 4-2.
Back to throw here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
We got 18 Cardinal. Check smash. Safety's creeping.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
Pittsburgh Steelers. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And
boy, you ain't got no
races down the right side. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
We'll see what they have up their sleeve. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
A gain of 11 makes it 3rd and 1.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. That's to his running back, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Flushed out right. He's going to look. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
25's the mic. We're going 25's the mic. Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come. Shift, shift. Shift.
To throw is Wilson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore there to make the grab. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
He was covered by Dante Jackson.
Pick your game. 19 Lion. Mike 42.
He's going to launch it for Washington. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Wilson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Bud Dupree, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
2nd down.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Here I come again.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
On the handoff.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
Russell Wilson.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down.
Watch the screen. Watch twist.
Here's the Panthers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. That's taken on the 25. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Get the ball right here. Let's Buffalo 18. Mike's 4-2. Mike's 4-2. So don't say nothing.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to launch it for Washington. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
19 Tiger.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Completion here to Claypool. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Just like that.
That is caught at the 7. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? Oh, it's a wobbler here.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Got rich again, just a little hiccup. I did be balling this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. How did the lady go miss? How she remember she mixed?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's 3rd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Bang out, fan. He's coming, double up. Hey, 25's the mic. We're going.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down. Now it's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Here we go. Slam.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
That's
15
good.
yards on the play, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Watch the run. They're running it.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now Wilson on first down. He's going to let it fly. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. DJ Moore, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Panthers are a 2-point conversion away from tying up this football game. One more hurdle here. They need the 2-point conversion to, for the moment, stay alive in these playoffs. He's back to throw. And that one is incomplete. So they got into the end zone for 6. They couldn't get into the end zone, though, to tie the game. And they're still down 2 here in the Super Bowl. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3 and out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
He was
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second.
Now it looks like he'll throw here
at the 40-yard line.
Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts.
A gain of a yard.
As it comes with a minute 4 left to go in the game.
At the Panthers'
second and 9 now.
Line.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
I'm coming. 12. We got 25.
He'll look to throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Man, I got you.
Here's Wilson, sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete. Smart play to get rid of it there, but now it's 4th down. Your margin for error pretty much out the window.
That means you have to come up with a big-time throw here and a completion in order to keep this 2-minute drive going.
What a Super Bowl this has been, and the biggest play comes now. It's 4th down, and he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
That's good.
They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
25 the mic. Get that quarterback, D-line. 19. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Hey, 25 the mic.
Back to throw. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield.
Wilson's pass.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. The Pittsburgh Steelers have won the Super Bowl, and the Lombardi Trophy is going back to the Steel City. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears.